All right, let's dive into this. I'm going to start with mine. I'm just going to be greedy here. I'm not even going to give you a chance. I'm going to dive into my first player to avoid, Tim. Without further ado, people are going to think I'm crazy. Here, hold on. We need a song for this one, right?
You need a no.
All right. The player. What's wrong with that beat?
You got to work on the sound effects.
What's wrong with that?
That's horrible. It's like a fantasy type thing.
All right. This
Fairy
is
godmother sprinkling dust.
This is fantasy. All right. First player to avoid. Let's try this again. The Conchiefs song. By the way, I love that song. We're going to play that later. Cooper Kupp. Let's just get to it. Cooper Kupp, I'm avoiding him. And I'm going to sound like a broken record for a lot of these guys, but it's very important you understand. Tim's like, Cooper Kupp, how could you avoid him? Tim, are you upset about this one? I could tell.
No, I don't agree with you on him. You're just going to make the case that he had a pinnacle year and he's going to drop. You've said it. You're a broken record.
Yes, just like Michael Thomas, and you were fighting against me for the Michael Thomas. You know, I love Michael Thomas.
I don't look at
I want to
the way
sleep
you
with Michael Thomas. I like this is 2019. Yeah. I love Michael Thomas. I want to rub oil on his head. He's my favorite. He had a pinnacle year, and I said he's going to decline 2020. Oh, but Joe, even if a slight decline, Joe, I'm still going to rub oil on his head. I love him. I'm going to massage his back. I'm going to draft him on my team. And sure enough, Michael Thomas busted. Same thing with Cooper Kupp. Everybody's riding his nuts now, massaging them. It's pretty nasty right now because everybody is just taking Cooper Kupp simply predicated on this amazing pinnacle let me repeat this, anomaly type year. Stop rubbing this guy's nuts and say, hey, we understand, we respect you had a good year, but I'm not paying that price. Whereas I was telling you 16 rounds, get him for his ADP last year, third, fourth round, avoid Robert Woods. If you remember, Tim, last year, everybody had Robert Woods ahead of this guy last year, okay? So this year, pinnacle year, everybody's loving him, massaging him, riding that train. It's like, dude, he's coming down. He's coming down hard this year. Super Bowl hangover this year as well. So I'm avoiding him. I'm not paying him. And as you know, I'm going robust RB first round. So those are my points, man. It's just law of averages. You know, what goes up is coming down. It's coming down hard, I think.
Yeah, but when you bring up things like the Michael Thomas, it's injury, dude. You can never predict an injury. So yeah, you'll say law of averages. Yeah. You're not making a prediction. You're going off of the law of averages, which, okay, I understand. I'm a numbers guy. I like that. I get it. However, a healthy Michael Thomas would have been amazing. A healthy Cooper Kupp is friggin' amazing. So I get the argument of you don't want to pay that high price this year compared to where you got him from last year. That makes sense to me as well.
Yeah.
But he's still an amazing talent. He's still a great pickup. It's just the price is a little too high right now. So yeah, I mean, I can kind of agree with you on that point, but you try to bring too much other stuff into it. You know, like, yes, he can easily fall off. His yardage, almost 2,000 yards in the air, like friggin' ridiculous. So yeah.
Not happening.
16 touchdowns. I see a decline in all that stuff too as well. What did he finished 440 points basically? Like, that's insane.
Yeah, just to put it in perspective, this was actually a better year. Okay, this is a better year than Antonio Brown had in like 2015, which is amazing. You look at the targets here, Tim, 191 targets. Okay, if you look at that, I mean, Antonio Brown that year, and again, I'm off the top of my head here, you can look it up, had like 168 targets. Juju had 166. Juju and Antonio Brown had these amazing year back in 2015 or 16. Go look it up. And then Michael Thomas didn't even have this amount of targets. Okay, so this was so high. It's just not sustainable at all. 16 touchdowns. Are you kidding me? It's crazy. But again, a lot of people are going to be drafting him based on that. Do you understand? Like, that's the whole point I'm trying to get across.
Yeah, and I get it. Like I say, those are pinnacle numbers, but he's always been a pretty talented guy. Obviously, the numbers weren't there in 2020, 2019. I'm looking back. They're nowhere near that. But still, this guy is a talent. It's just the price now is too high because of the one pinnacle year.
I'm just going to avoid him. Absolutely. And hopefully you guys are going robust RB and avoiding him as well. I mean, it is what it is. And another reason, I got to say this before we get into this as well. There's your pick. The main reason I'm avoiding him as well, aside from going robust RB and all the reasons I stated, is this is very important. There's a ton of depth at wide receiver. Just like last year, everybody was sleeping on Jamar Chase, right? He was ranked like 40th amongst, wide receivers. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Deebo Samuel was actually behind Brandon Ayuk last year, right? Cooper Kupp was a value. There's so many wide receiver ones that are like so low that you can get for value and load up later. So we'll talk about that in the 16-round draft. So make sure you guys are in there now. Go get it below here. All right. So